So to make this dish, we're going to be using things that are pretty easily available. A little bit of butter, some cheese, I used Gouda in this case, garlic. If you don't have garlic in your house, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Some Italian sausage, and after that we will be using some of the Ragu sauce, which in this case is one of those Italian sausage and cheese chunky ones. You can use tomato, basil, any others. I just use it for the richness that it gives me and the tomatoey taste. Also kosher salt, as opposed to regular table salt. Trust me, it makes a difference. Um, Olive oil, any other vegetable oil, whichever works for you. Milk to make the bechamel, and also some all-purpose flour that we will also be using to make our bechamel. Um, I don't really care, in terms of brands or whatever. I just buy whichever one works. And I'm also using fennel seeds, which are one of my favorite spices slash flavorings. Now what's important while making a bechamel is to know that you want to use equal parts of your fat, which is your butter, and equal parts of the flour. Now the recipe that I use is a little forgiving in that sense, so if in case you don't know how much butter, how much flour, you can do it this way. So as you can see, you melt the butter, you add the flour, and you sort of eyeball it a little bit to make sure that it doesn't look too wet, but it also doesn't look too dry. And yeah. Okay, that looks beautiful. So you want to really cook your flour out completely. You want to make sure that it's not raw, there's no lumps. Then you want to let it cool down for a little bit. And then you want to add your milk. You want to add your milk slowly, and you want to keep mixing it. It might get a little pasty and a little thick at first, but don't worry, just keep it on a low heat, keep adding your milk, and keep mixing it. So to add a little bit of flavor and richness to our sauce, we're going to take the Italian sausage and we're going to mush it up really good with our hands. And we're going to chop up a lot of garlic. No, I seriously mean it, a lot of garlic. And take some of our salt, and you really want to saute that. Now you're going to notice I forgot to record while I was sauteing it. So I'm just going to cut to a shot where it's directly in my sauce. So it's right there in my sauce. I'm going to show it to you. Apologies for not recording the saute, but you want to saute it, you want to add it to your sauce, and then you just want to let it simmer for a little bit. So when your water is at a really nice steady boil, you want to make sure that you season the water with salt, add a little bit of oil, and then you want to add your pasta. In this case, I'm using Farfalle, which means butterfly, and you want to pour that in there, make sure that's enough water, and you want to really quickly give it a quick mix with a wooden spoon, and then just let it be. I usually give my pasta about anywhere between 7 to 10 minutes, but usually a lot of these boxes come with instructions, so just follow those as well. So as I finish making this pasta, I'm gonna add a little bit of shredded Gouda and also top it off with some of those fennel seeds that I showed you at the beginning, and also a little bit of oregano. I just feel like that gives it a good flavor, especially right at the end. And you know, you can never have enough cheese on your pasta.